One of these trucks can rack up five-figure repair bills before it even reaches 70,000 miles. Another has so many recalls that the manufacturer actually stopped selling it. And one diesel engine became the center of lawsuits claiming deep, baked-in design failures. These aren't rumors, they're documented. They're on record, and thousands of owners are learning about them the hard way. Today, we're breaking down the 5 trucks drivers are dumping fast in 2025. Not because they're old, not because they're worn out, but because the failures are too expensive, too frequent, and in some cases, simply too dangerous to ignore. If reliability matters to you, stay with us. The evidence you're about to see is not something you want to discover after you buy the truck. (2023 to 2025) Chevrolet Colorado GMC. The new Colorado and Canyon looks sharp, modern lines, strong presence. But behind that first impression, there is a problem most buyers never expect. A problem so serious that GM had to recall tens of thousands of trucks, not for the engine, not for the transmission, but for braking that activates completely on its own. In a 2023 report, GM confirmed something unusual. The front camera can misread the road and trigger the automatic emergency braking system even when nothing is ahead. No car, no object, just an empty lane. This is the phenomenon known as phantom braking. More than 55,000 trucks were pulled back because of it. For drivers, the meaning is simple. You can be cruising on the highway and the truck suddenly slams the brakes. No warning, no time to react. And if someone is behind you, the danger's obvious. This isn't a rumor or a small glitch. It is an officially recognized safety risk. But the story doesn't end there. Consumer Reports rated the 2024 and 2025 Colorado near the bottom of their reliability chart, a score of just 15 out of 100. Not one isolated issue. Multiple categories failed at once. Engine trouble, electronics that freeze, infotainment systems that reboot mid-drive, body hardware that rattles, leaks, sensor errors, all appearing inside the first year of ownership. When a truck scores this low across so many systems, it tells you one thing. Drivers won't face a single repair. They'll face a steady cycle of appointments, updates, and waiting rooms. And then came more recalls. Wheel hub bolts that may loosen over time, fuel pump seals that can fail without warning, and a software issue so persistent that GM briefly paused deliveries of the 2024 models. When a manufacturer stops shipments of a brand new truck, it means the platform simply isn't stable yet. The third generation is still finding its footing. Owners have been saying the same thing. One driver reported that his truck braked by itself on the highway. "Closest I've ever come to a crash," he wrote. Another said he returned to the dealership 3 times in 6 months, most of it due to electronics. Some describe brand new trucks that sound worn after just a few thousand miles. Others stop driving the vehicle entirely and now wait for software updates that may or may not solve the issue. Yet the Colorado and Canyon do have strengths. The 2.7-liter turbo engine is quick and capable. The trucks handle well off-road. They fit easily in the city. The interiors feel modern. And for owners who get a stable example, the truck can be genuinely enjoyable. The idea is not the problem. The execution is. For buyers in 2026, the biggest threat isn't mechanical, it's digital, a system that can break the truck without reason, a reliability score near the bottom of the industry, and a set of recalls that continue to grow. Many owners are selling these trucks before their warranty expires, hoping to avoid the next trip to the service bay. If you're considering one, check every VIN for completed recalls. Avoid the early production years. And be prepared for the possibility that this truck may demand more attention than it gives. 2024 to 2025 Rivian R1T. The Rivian R1T arrived with big promises. A futuristic electric truck, built for adventure, built for the future. But behind the technology, something unexpected has been happening. Drivers are discovering issues that go far beyond normal early model bugs. Some are serious enough to trigger multiple national recalls. One of the most alarming came in cold weather testing. Rivian confirmed that the low beam headlights on certain R1T and R1S models may fail to activate when the vehicle starts in low temperatures. No warning, no fallback system, just a dark road ahead. Because of this, more than 17,000 vehicles had to be recalled for safety inspection. For an owner, this isn't a small inconvenience. If the headlights stay off during winter driving, the risk multiplies instantly. Reduced visibility, slower reaction times, and almost no chance for other drivers to see you. It's a situation that can't be ignored, especially in northern states where freezing mornings are the norm. Then came another recall, and this one shocked even Rivian supporters. Nearly 28,000 R1T and R1S units were flagged because the front turn signals might not illuminate at all. Imagine signaling before a lane change, only to learn the lights never turned on. It's a basic safety function, but when it fails, every routine maneuver becomes unpredictable for the traffic around you. The problems continued with Rivian's hands-free driving system. A separate recall notice stated that the highway assist feature could fail to detect vehicles ahead. If the system doesn't see a slowing car, the R1T might not react in time. This isn't about comfort, it's about collision risk at highway speeds. Owners have been vocal. Some describe warning lights that appear without explanation. Others talk about software that freezes, resets, or disables driver aids mid-drive. One driver said his brand new R1T spent more time at the service center than on the road. Another mentioned that doors and panels didn't align correctly from day one. A few reported strange noises from the drivetrain, buzzing, whirring, and vibration under load. And yet the R1T is not a complete failure. It accelerates like a performance car. It handles rough terrain with surprising grace. The interior feels premium, and the truck brings features that no competitor currently offers. When everything works, it delivers an experience few trucks can match. But reliability remains the question. Consumer Reports lists Rivian near the bottom of the industry for predicted dependability. Not because of one issue, but because of many: electronics, hardware, sensors, body quality, and ongoing software instability. Too much uncertainty for a truck that costs as much as a luxury SUV. For buyers in 2025, the message is straightforward. This is an impressive machine, but one that demands caution. Before you consider buying, review every recall notice tied to your VIN. Test all lighting systems, check for software updates, and understand that early generation electric trucks often require more time, more patience, and more service visits. Some owners adore their R1T, others are quietly trading them in. The difference often comes down to reliability, a detail that shouldn't depend on luck. 2022 to 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz DCT. The Hyundai Santa Cruz entered the market with confidence, a small truck with the comfort of an SUV and the agility of a compact crossover. But as the first real-world miles began to pile up, something troubling appeared in official reports. Something powerful enough to trigger multiple safety recalls across the entire lineup. One of the earliest alerts came from Hyundai itself. In a notice submitted to federal regulators, the company explained that the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission could experience a critical control unit malfunction. Under certain conditions, the system might misjudge internal pressure and place the truck into what feels like neutral while driving. No power, no forward motion, just a sudden loss of response at the worst possible time. NHTSA described the consequence in plain language: a potential loss of propulsion that can increase the risk of a crash. For a vehicle that many buyers use in busy city traffic, that single sentence carries a lot of weight. Owners felt it immediately. Some reported the truck hesitating in intersections. Others said it rolled backward on inclines because the clutch wouldn't engage. Several noticed a sharp delay when accelerating from a stop, as if the transmission needed an extra second to remember what gear it should be in. Hyundai attempted a software fix, but that created a second wave of complaints. A temporary update designed to protect the transmission introduced new problems: rough takeoff, sudden shuddering, and inconsistent shifts at low speeds. A few owners said their trucks became harder to drive after receiving the update. They waited for the next patch, hoping the behavior would settle down. And the DCT wasn't the only system under review. Federal safety bulletins also flagged an airbag control issue, requiring inspection and replacement in affected vehicles. Another report identified a malfunction in the brake light circuitry, which could prevent the rear lamps from illuminating. When stacked together, these issues paint a picture the spec sheet never shows: a truck that feels unfinished, still searching for long-term stability. Yet the Santa Cruz does many things well. It glides through tight neighborhoods. It absorbs bumps like a crossover. The cabin is well designed, the controls are simple, and the bed, though compact, adds real convenience for everyday life. For drivers who receive a problem-free example, the experience is smooth, light, and almost effortless. But reliability determines trust. When the transmission can hesitate, stall, or drop into a powerless state, confidence fades quickly. And when multiple recalls appear within a short production window, owners start asking the same question: how many updates will it take before the truck feels consistent? For buyers in 2025, caution is essential. Verify every recall tied to the dual-clutch transmission. Test the truck in stop-and-go traffic, on hills and during slow-rolling starts. Listen for hesitation. Feel for shudder at low speed. And understand that the Santa Cruz delivers its best experience only when the DCT behaves exactly as it should. Some drivers enjoy theirs every day. Others are moving on before the warranty expires. The difference often comes down to one unpredictable component: a transmission that doesn't always stay connected to the road. 2017 to 2018 Ram, 2500 and 3500 8D. Heavy-duty trucks are built with a simple promise: strength, control, stability when it matters most. But for the 2017 and 2018 Ram, 2500 and 3500, that promise was shaken by something far more serious than engine noise or worn suspension. It started with a federal safety notice and ended with more than 300,000 trucks recalled across the United States. In the report sent to NHTSA, Stellantis confirmed a critical defect inside the hydraulic control unit, the system responsible for managing ABS, traction control, and electronic stability control. Under certain conditions, the module can fail without warning. When it does, the truck may lose all three safety systems at once. The official language was blunt: a malfunction that can increase the risk of a crash. For a heavy-duty truck that often tows equipment, trailers, and fifth-wheel rigs, the implications are immediate. Stability is everything. Losing it turns a routine drive into something unpredictable. Owners described what that failure feels like in real life. Some said warning lights flashed randomly before the truck lost traction assistance. Others recalled moments where the ABS didn't activate during sudden stops. A few reported a strange grinding sensation at low speeds, followed by a dashboard lit with every brake-related message the truck could display. And once the warning appeared, it usually didn't go away. The recall didn't stop at stability control. Another investigation revealed a rollaway risk in certain configurations. Under specific conditions, the truck could move even when the shifter indicated it was in park. NHTSA noted that this defect could allow unintended vehicle movement, especially on inclines or during towing operations. For drivers who depend on their truck for daily work, that's more than an inconvenience. It's a liability that can damage property, equipment, or worse, cause injury without the owner even being behind the wheel. Yet the Ram HD lineup has its strengths. The Cummins diesel delivers massive torque. The frames are sturdy. Towing numbers are among the best in the class. When everything operates as designed, the truck feels solid, predictable, and built for long-distance hauling. Many owners praise the comfort of the cab and the truck's ability to hold speed on steep grades. But reliability isn't about specs. It's about trust. And trust becomes fragile when multiple safety systems can fail together. For a heavy-duty truck, stability control and ABS are not luxury features. They're the foundation that keeps thousands of pounds of steel, cargo, and trailer weight under control. For buyers in 2025, caution is essential. If you're considering a used Ram 2500 or 3500 from these years, check the VIN against all open recalls. Confirm that the hydraulic control unit has been replaced, not just inspected, and make sure the software has been updated to the latest version issued after the recall. These trucks can perform well, but only when their safety systems are functioning exactly as intended. Some owners continue to drive them with confidence. Others chose to sell early, unwilling to take risks with something this heavy. In the end, the question is simple: do you trust a work truck if you can't trust its brakes? 2003 to 2007 Ford Super Duty 6.0 Power Stroke. Some trucks earn their reputation through strength, others through reliability. But the Ford Super Duty 6.0 Power Stroke became famous for a very different reason: a wave of official complaints, federal investigations, and lawsuits that still define the engine 20 years later. The first warning sign appeared not from drivers, but from Ford's own repair data. Internal records showed that the 6.0 diesel accounted for a massive share of warranty costs, far higher than any engine the company had dealt with before. As failures mounted, the numbers became impossible to hide. Soon the problem reached the courts. A major lawsuit against Ford stated that the 6.0 Power Stroke suffered from serious and pervasive design defects, affecting essential components like the EGR system, oil cooler, high-pressure fuel system, injectors, and even the head gaskets. Federal filings describe repair cycles that repeated over and over, often leaving owners stranded with repair bills reaching 5 figures. And the issues weren't hypothetical. Owners experienced them on the road. Sudden loss of power, violent white smoke during acceleration, engines that overheated without warning, cooling systems filled with sludge from a failing oil cooler, injectors that shut down without explanation, leaving the truck limping to the shoulder. One of the most damaging findings came from the appellate court years later. Judges concluded that Ford marketed the 6.0 as a durable work engine while knowing about widespread failures, a decision that triggered national attention. The court's conclusion echoed what many owners had felt for years. This engine simply wasn't prepared for the demands placed on it. Mechanics have their own way of describing the 6.0. Some call it unpredictable. Others use harsher words. A number of shops even refused to work on it unless the owner committed to a full teardown. Because when one system failed, another often followed, cascading through the engine until the repair cost exceeded the value of the truck. And yet the Super Duty platform around that engine had qualities people loved. The chassis was strong, the interior was comfortable for its time. Towing capacity was impressive. When the 6.0 ran well, it pulled hard and felt confident on steep grades. That's why so many owners bought them in the first place. But reliability isn't about the good days, it's about the bad ones. And for many drivers, the bad days arrived early. Some trucks needed major repairs before 50,000 miles. Others required new injectors, EGR coolers, or head gaskets more than once. Every fix came with the same fear: what would fail next? For buyers in 2025, the guidance is straightforward. If you're considering a 6.0 Power Stroke, look for a truck with documented professional bulletproofing, upgraded oil cooler, EGR solution, head studs, and cooling improvements. Anything less is a gamble. Some owners still swear by their 6.0 after reinforcing the weak points. But without those upgrades, the engine remains one of the riskiest choices in the used truck market. In the end, this isn't just a truck with problems. It's a truck with a history, written in repairs, lawsuits, and the stories of drivers who learned the hard way how much a single engine can cost. Before buying one, ask yourself a simple question: are you ready to take on its past? Every truck on this list has one thing in common. Drivers didn't know the full story until the problem showed up. Some learned through sudden breakdowns, some through repair bills that kept growing, others through recall letters they never expected to receive. Information is the only defense. When you understand the risks, you choose smarter and spend less. When you don't, the truck decides when it fails, not you. Gastail will always put the facts first. Official data, real complaints, clear explanations that protect your time and your money. If this helped you avoid a bad purchase, stay with us. Subscribe to Gastail so you never miss a report that could save you from the next expensive mistake.